I was with our next guest at one of the happiest times of my life when our Giants won Super Bowl 42. Well, now Coach Tom Coughlin has written a chronicle of that season. A Giant win inside the New York Giants is a historic upset over the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42. Big welcome to Coach Tom Coughlin. Coach, welcome to GMA.
Thank you,
welcome
Michael.
to GMA. It's great to have you here. This is very meaningful to me because we won the Super Bowl together. And I know you won 2 Super Bowls. I only had the opportunity to win that one with you. So
if you'd have stuck around, you would have.
If I'd have stuck around, I was an old man. You didn't want me anymore. But why did you write about this one?
Because I think, in my opinion, it's the greatest Super Bowl victory of all time, certainly the greatest upset of all time. When you stop and think about the New England Patriots under Belichick and Brady, the #1 scoring team in the history of the National Football League, and in Week 17, they beat us 38-35, and of course the Super Bowl a few weeks later was nothing like that game. Because for our defense to do what we did on that particular day, to hold that team to 14 points, it's incredible.
Yeah, pretty unheard of, because no one has stopped them all season. And there's one thing that you said throughout the year that really stuck with us. Tell me I can't do it. You used to always say that. Where did that come from?
That's my whole life. You know, I started out as a small town kid in Waterloo, New York, a little town, and very much involved in athletics and so on and so forth. But the great motivator for me, never had a lot of real good jobs, but if someone would say something to me about I couldn't do something, that was that was something that gave me a little extra inspiration and a little extra hope, and that's what I think that book will do.
Well, you always gave us a little extra something, like a little extra rules. You had to be 5 minutes early or you were late. You had to have both feet on the floor. You couldn't wear hats.
That's it.
If a cell phone went off in a meeting, you might as well just answer it because it's like a $5,000 fine. So
Absolutely.
But you fined me, and I still have a problem with this.
Yeah,
you fined me $500 for being early to a meeting.
I can still see you running through the locker room, knowing you were a little bit late, and you come bursting in. But your great quote is, I was 3 minutes early and 2 minutes late, or it was the opposite.
yeah, 3 minutes early and 2 minutes late.
And that's the way we left it. And it came out of there just exactly that way. I can remember you looking at me at the end of that meeting, and I said, Michael, I don't fine you. You fine yourself. We're 5 minutes early. All the clocks are set in the whole building that way.
Coach, GMA starts at 7, not 6:55. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but one of the greatest compliments you ever paid me is when you started your working life as you know it right now, your watch was 10 minutes fast.
Yeah, you got me setting it to 10 instead of 5 because I'm panicked now. I'm thinking about you if I'm late for anything. But this is the image that a lot of football fans know because it's become a little bit synonymous and famous. My mom actually never called me after the game, wondering if anybody was okay, until she saw you during this game in Green Bay. Did you get frostbite? She was really worried about you.
I'm glad she was. But you know what? You remember this very well. But the second half, I didn't even feel anything.
Coach, you were frozen. That's why you couldn't fit. It was minus 20.
Minus 24. Minus 24 wind chill. Our guys are walking around in shirt sleeves like it was 75 degrees.
Yeah, until after the game they realized it wasn't a smart idea to walk around without
That's
sleeves on.
I went out with a baseball cap, no earmuffs and no gloves. I was out there 5 seconds, and I said, how in the hell am I going to get back in there? Because it was freezing.
It was freezing. It was really freezing.
It was cold.
And I want to get back to the Super Bowl because I always said this. We would not have won if it were not for your wife, Judy, who I know you recently passed away. She was our football mom.
Yeah, she really was. And I never realized how much she did behind the scenes as well. You know, but if you talk to Antonio Pierce or Richie Soybert, who had career-ending injuries, and how she helped them through those most difficult times in their lives, you get the feeling. But I know she was outside the locker room, always hugging, always kissing, win, lose, whatever. She was there for our players, and she was the ultimate coach's wife, because what she did for me, Michael, she gave me an opportunity to pursue my career, and she did everything else. I mean everything else.
And when we talked, and you said you were married for 55 years, and I know you were her caretaker at the end. You said we were married for 55 years. She took care of me for 50. I took care of her for 5.
That's exactly how I said it. I said the last 5 years, I was Judy's caretaker, and the first 50 years, she was my caretaker. And I mean that. I mean, she was good at everything. She built houses, you know, she paid all the bills. She did all of these things. Half the time I didn't even know what my kids were doing.
Going on.
You know,
yeah.
But she kept it that way so that, you know, I had that tunnel vision deal.
Well, we were lucky to have her in our lives. We're lucky to have you in our lives, Coach, because I truly believe I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad that Eli Manning made the cover of the book and I didn't. I got the last laugh. I made this guy laugh. It's like trying to make George dance. It's really hard to do. But, Coach, I love you. I love you, and thank you so much. A Giant Win is on sale now. Make sure you go pick this up, all right? It is a great read.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.